Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, I thought I'd show you guys the latest project I've been working on. Now in case you didn't see any of my previous videos, what I've been working on is a multi-Street Fighter 2 cabinet. Now long story short, I was looking for a cabinet with a Street Fighter 2 layout, and I had a friend who told me he was selling one. So I got the cabinet, I got it at a really good price with a bunch of extras. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I have. Actually first, let me see if I can put up some video of what the cabinet looked like before. Okay, now that you saw the previous condition of the cabinet, let's go ahead and take a look at what I turned it into. And as you can see, I turned this into basically a nice looking Street Fighter cabinet. Let me go ahead and turn this thing on. Now when I got the cabinet, I got some free side art. I got a set of Championship Edition side art and World Warrior side art. I decided to go with the World Warrior side art. I like the look of that better. The condition of the cabinet itself, it was in a much better condition than I had thought. I was going to originally sand it down and paint it, but since the condition wasn't that bad, I just decided to leave it. I went with some blue T-molding. You can see it goes all the way down and around to the back. The cabinet is not in perfect condition. As you can see, there are some nicks and scuffs, there's some holes. When I got this, they had those security brackets right here. I really didn't like that, so I took them off. You know, the cabinet does have some wear to it. It's not in perfect condition, but you know, I like my cabinets with a little bit of wear. Kind of reminds me of when I used to visit the arcades. I went with a Hyper Fighting marquee. I always liked this marquee better than any other Street Fighter marquee, so I went with that. Bezel, Championship Edition. I got both of these at Game On Graphics. Pretty good price, good quality. Did you ever notice the name? Bar Log. Kind of weird. But here we go. I replaced the joysticks. Got the same color as the T-molding. I got the red, white, and blue color scheme going on for the buttons. The control panel, the original one that was here, I stripped it all off, took off the overlay, and well, basically when I took off the overlay, it just took off the upper portion, the protective coating. Then I had the wire wheel, the rest of it off. And I did get it off, but it still had a sticky residue feeling. So I ended up sandblasting the control panel. And then, since it was sandblasted, I decided to primer it and then go with a great purple color. The plastic covering, as you can see, there is a lot of wear on it. There's scratches, smudges, cracks. The only reason I kept it is one, to protect the paint finish on this, and two, because I don't have the tools to make another one of these. So, oh well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the intro there. Let me go ahead and show you the inside. Okay, here's the wiring that we got going on. It actually looks a lot better than it did before. Still looks like a tangled mess, but oh well. Now inside, I have 3 boards. Back there, I have Hyper Fighting. Here, I have Rainbow Edition. And back there, I have Red Wave Edition. Now the thing is, even though I built this as a multi-Street Fighter 2 cabinet, for the most part, I've only been playing Hyper Fighting. I actually forgot how fun hyperfighting is to play. So, I'll probably be getting rid of one of these two boards right here. Not sure which one. Rainbow Edition or Red Wave, but we'll see. Because, like I said, you know, I've only been playing hyperfighting for the most part. And I kind of lost interest in the Street Fighter 4 series. I haven't played that since... probably since late October. I just got tired of it. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to build a multi-Street Fighter 2 cabinet. I wanted to go back to the old Street Fighter 2s. Now hopefully one day I'll get a Super Turbo board and I'll install that in here. I would love to get a Super Turbo board. I used to have one. In fact, I showed it on my very first video. I ended up selling it not too long after, and I regretted it ever since. Now, if money was no problem, I would spend, you know, the money to get a Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition board. But those things cost more than an arm and a leg. So for right now, Hyper Fighting, Rainbow Edition, Red Wave Edition. Maybe I'll put a video up on these two boards there. Okay, here we are back. Take another overall look at the board, or of the cabinet. So, I think I did a pretty good job. I'll probably end up putting some bolts right here just so there's no holes. For hyper fighting, usually I play Ken, Blanca, and Guile for the most part. Really wasn't until Super Turbo that I started to play Honda, but oh well. So there we are. Turned out good in my opinion. I always hated those damn elephants. So, until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.